man.
Let's get it.
Turn
It's
the fucking energy up.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Oh yeah! We're back for another episode of Pros and Conquerors, the bad boys of history. I'm your host, James Jam Easy Cummins, and I'm here with my co-host. What's your name again?
Colin Cummings.
Hell yeah! And today, I'm really excited to get into this guy, arguably the greatest president of the United States ever.
Even better than Trump?
Oh yeah!
Wow.
And we'll do one on him in closer to the election time. But this
I'm
guy.
shocked.
This guy, Theodore Roosevelt. You ever heard of him?
I have.
What do you know about him?
I've always heard that he is a great, prestigious man, president who knew how to speak to people. Was he the one that ended up in a wheelchair?
No.
No?
No. If he was in a wheelchair, let me tell you something about Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay.
If this guy was ever in a wheelchair, he would get up and walk again. Because Teddy Roosevelt, when he was a child, he overcame asthma. He had asthma, and he's like, nah, fuck it, I don't have asthma. And the doctor's like, oh, you shouldn't do like overexerting things. He's like, yes, I should. And he just kept running around doing things. This guy,
Yo, that's what I did for my asthma.
there you go. Wow, you and Teddy Roosevelt cut
Sick.
from the same cloth.
Oh, no.
He also one time got shot and gave a speech for like an hour and a half after. He just came up and he's like, hey guys, I just got shot. Don't worry. I'm still going to give you this sick speech.
He was all bandaged up?
I don't think they came and fixed him till after. It wasn't like so apparently like he was, it wasn't like a shot that was going to kill him, but he got shot. He had a little bullet grazed or whatever, passed through. An assassination attempt. He was,
wow.
But yeah, why is he the greatest? Okay, so 26th president of the United States, 1901 to 1909. Now, what did he do great? Parks, FDA, fucking, he got the 8-hour workday. He got his income tax back. He did a lot of shit. This guy did a lot of shit. He's one of the guys on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
What? Which one? Let me see this.
I'm pretty sure it's him, Abe Lincoln, George Washington, and who's the last one? Jefferson, maybe?
No, George Washington, Teddy
Lincoln.
Roosevelt, Abe Lincoln, and damn.
I didn't know he was in Mount Rushmore either. I always heard the name Teddy Roosevelt, but I never knew much about him. You seen A Night at the Museum?
No, that's where things come to life in a museum, right?
Yeah, and he's one of the main guys in it. Robin Williams plays Teddy Roosevelt, and they make him seem like a great guy too.
Wow.
Are you checking out? Who's the last one?
Is it Ulysses S. Grant?
So that's
who it looks
Teddy
like.
Roosevelt.
Oh, that's Teddy Roosevelt. That's George Washington. That's Abe Lincoln.
And who's this guy?
I don't know.
Jefferson or something? I think it's
Looks like Trudeau. A little bit.
hot boy, hot boy for real. Okay, before we move in, look up who that fourth guy is.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah, he also, the one fun fact about Teddy Roosevelt was the inventor of the teddy bear.
Yeah, what am I hearing? Wow.
This guy's leaf blowing outside my house.
Wow, what a guy.
We're gonna have to cancel his ass.
It's all good. Thomas Jefferson is who it was.
Yeah, I knew it was Jefferson.
Damn.
I was thinking Alex or something, but yeah, teddy bear. He was the inventor of. Well, he was the inspiration behind the teddy bear. And do you know
he
why?
wasn't. No way.
Why are you telling me no way?
Really?
Like, do you have other info on it?
No, I just can't believe that.
Okay,
really?
so Teddy Roosevelt was big into hunting. So one day he was out hunting with the boys. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's go, boys.
Doing his thing.
Hunting, and they were hunting for bears, and he was having trouble. He couldn't find a bear that day. All of a sudden, his boys found a little baby cub. They tied up the cub to the tree. They're like, hey, we found one. You can kill this one. And Theodore Roosevelt looked at it. He's like, that's a baby bear. That baby is so cute. I'm not going to kill that bear. And when the story got back to the American public, they're like, oh, that's so cute. He wouldn't kill a cute, cuddly bear. So they made the teddy bear.
Wow.
Now,
really?
Other sources say that the real reason he wouldn't kill it is just because he loved hunting. And he's like, I'm not going to kill something tied up to a tree. It had nothing to do with being cute. But it's a cuter story, obviously.
100% that's what it was. He was like, yo, I'm not a bitch.
Yeah.
He's like, I can find a bear and murder a bear. He's like, give me a couple days.
Yeah, that is one of the cloudy histories on him is the fact that he loved hunting so much. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but the American public, you know how it is, killing animals. Like, sometimes it's bad. And one of the things that he's propped up for, people love him for, is that he protected public parks. This guy,
for real.
He's the reason that we have all these public parks, because when he was in presidency, he made it so all these public, like I think 156 public parks he made, like, that you can't fuck with, right?
Really?
And
I like that a lot.
That is great, but now people are shitting on him because, like, oh, he didn't do it because he liked parks. He did it because he liked killing animals and he wanted a place to do it.
Well, you know what? I was actually gonna say it's probably both. He knew to protect all those big land masses because how else are you gonna hunt and get your own food and stuff like that? If that's why he even did it. Yeah, that makes sense.
So he seems like a pretty sick guy, right?
So he does things for like both.
Yeah,
it's like cute things and then also like.
But now this year, so like I said, he was Knight of the Museum. The reason is because that Night of the Museum is set at the New York Museum.
Okay.
Teddy Roosevelt is the statue that welcomes you into the museum. Now, that statue no longer welcomes you. It got taken down this year.
Why?
Well, it's always been seen as a little bit racist. And the reason it's seen as a little bit racist is because it's not just a statue of him. It's a statue of him on a horse with an African guy on his left and a Native Indian guy on his right.
Well, that's not fair.
And basically, so the statue was meant to celebrate Teddy Roosevelt as a devoted naturalist and author of works of natural history. The museum said at the same time, the statue itself communicates a racial hierarchy because he's on the horse,
of course,
and there's an African and Native on the ground, whatever. Like they're standing up, but they're like basically their hands on the horse as if they're like guiding him somewhere, right?
Yeah.
The museum and members of the public have long found this disturbing. The two men on either side of Roosevelt were meant to represent the continents where he hunted. He did a lot of hunting in Africa, did a lot of hunting in America. But what does it say? So people were mad at the hierarchy. Yeah, it actually has been taken down this year. And it was after the George Floyd thing. After George Floyd is when they're like, you know what, racism, we've had enough of it in America. Let's at least get that out the way.
Yeah, the statues.
Yeah.
That's where America starts with the racism statues. It's cool.
I know, right? Yeah, it's a bit,
but that statue does sound a little fucked up. Like they should have like maybe showed the actual continent instead of people, because it's literally showing him above the people.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So when after his presidency, he went to Africa and he ended up killing 11,000 animals. And well, that's what the story is. And the Smithsonian. Yeah, whatever. However you say it. Try to say that's 5 times fast. Smithsonian. All right. Anyways, so yeah, he killed 11,000 animals and he filled that place up. Like this guy, like I don't know. I've never been hunting. I'm gonna go hunting in a couple weeks. By the way, have you ever?
Are you?
Yeah.
Yo, I want to go hunting so bad.
I'm gonna hunt birds though. Nothing crazy.
What, like ducks?
Ducks, yeah.
Yeah.
Ducks or pheasants. I'm not too sure.
So you're gonna be sitting in the blind.
Yeah. I'll come back with a review after.
You never done it before?
No. Have you?
No. I want to do it so bad.
Have you ever shot a gun before?
No. I want to shoot. I want to shoot a rifle.
Yeah.
And I wanna kill a deer. Or an elk. I don't know. Whatever we have in Canada, I want to kill that.
You can kill bears in Canada too.
Yeah, but can you eat them? I just want stuff you can eat.
My cousin's husband is a big in the hunting, and they always eat deer, venison, sausage, whatever. But he killed a bear. He's only done it one time. He killed a bear.
Yeah.
And he's the kind of guy that makes use of everything. They had bear sausage. They made a bearskin rug. They got everything. Man.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Yeah. See that stuff. Yeah, that's good to know. I just think that I've been like thinking about like just doing man shit, which I guess this president's all about.
This guy is known as the manliest president of all time.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He overcame asthma. He gave a speech with a shot. Well, he got shot. He not only went to like he wasn't just about war. He's like not only like we going to war. I'm gonna be in the war. I'm gonna be like this guy. So before he became president, when he was just like a governor or whatever, when he was trying to like he had a quote about war that's just basically like
I love war. I will shoot you all like animals.
I should welcome almost any war, for I think this country needs one. And then the country ended up going to war with the Spanish over. They were trying to get the Spanish out of Cuba.
Really?
Like this, like people from because Spain, I guess, used to run Cuba, and they were trying to get it out. But so it was funny. Like this guy would go to war, and he would be like, he would have reckless missions. He'd be like, "We're just gonna charge right at them," and people would be like, no, like that doesn't seem like a good plan. He's like, no, we're doing it. And then he'd be like, if anyone tries to run the other way, I'm going to shoot you too. And that was something, apparently, I don't know if it was mainly, that was something that I looked back on as something bad that he did, you know what I mean?
No, man.
Shooting deserters, because a lot of the times it would be This is back when America, slavery was abolished in his time, but obviously black people were, still to this day are not like
low on the pole.
So they would have like the black battalion and they would have the white battalion. But if a black guy got lost from his crew and then he ended up in Teddy Roosevelt's, you better believe he was going in the front line. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So that obviously is looked back on as a negative for him. But he was up in there too.
They would all do that, though.
Yeah.
Any general, any guy, they would all send like the black guys to the front.
Oh, for sure. And he obviously looked at natives and black people as lower. This was the early 1900s. His parents, or not his parents, but I think his his what do you call it?
His family.
His family was in slave holdings and stuff like back in the day. Like that's where he comes from. So obviously he was raised in a way to not see them as equals, right?
Of course.
One of his roughest quotes that people look back on that are like, this, we definitely can't have a statue of this guy with a native Indian at his side. So he said, I don't go as far as to think that only good Indian is a dead Indian, but I do believe that 9 out of every 10 are, and I shouldn't like to inquire too closely into the case of that 10th.
Jesus.
Yeah. The most vicious cowboy has more moral principle than the average Indian. That's how he saw people.
Wow. And when he's talking about India, he means Native Americans, right?
Oh yeah. And when you think about it, when you think about moral principle, you really think like, man, white people are fucked up, especially back then. Like you could say what you want about, okay, you want to look at somebody as less than, yeah, okay. If you want to make an excuse for that, whatever. But to say that you look, then you could look at yourself in the mirror and think you have good morals. Like what? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, like people say, like when they signed the Declaration of Independence, they didn't have like the other people in mind of the country. Like they didn't have slaves in mind when they said all men are created. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
So he had that same mindset.
All white men are created equal.
Yeah.
And even that, who knows, man?
No, it's not like that anymore. That's for damn sure. That's done.
What?
That all white men created equal? No. There's a lower class of them now.
Definitely.
Like we're all mixed in together.
I think there was probably always lower class white people.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Irish.
Damn.
Well, that's what they would do. The same systematic shit that they do the black people now, they would do the Irish people over there.
Well, yeah. So back in when Irish people first came to New York, America, whatever.
Yeah.
There used to be signs on front of like doors and businesses saying no Irish, no blacks, no dogs.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. My buddy in Ireland, a black guy, he released a comedy album this year called No Irish, No Blacks, No Dogs. So shout out to that guy, Iman Adama. Yo, check that shit out.
That's
really
actually
funny guy.
That's a cool title. Just knowing where it comes from, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's sick. It's great. Yeah. But yeah, back to Teddy, man.
So 11,000 animals he murdered. So he's a Noah's Ark of death, basically.
Yeah. After his presidency, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to Africa. Let's go, get some animals and fill up some museums. So that's the thing. Like this guy's the king of museums. I'll say that.
Yeah, he's filling them.
He protect museums.
He's filling them up.
He filled up museums and he protected parks. Like he did a lot of great things.
I love that. Yeah. Protecting parks is a huge thing. I hate when people cut down trees.
Like, surprise, he was also racist in the 1800s and early 1900s.
Yeah, of course he was.
Like, what are we going to do about these racist guys from back in the day? You know what I mean?
There's nothing you can do. All you can do is look back and not be like that. But
yeah.
It's hard to cast stones at a different...
But you do think that statue should be taken down, eh? This is the first time your gut instinct has been taken down.
That one, because it's hard. Or because it's a statue. We all know how... If you're not an artist, you know how statues work. You can fucking separate that shit. You can easily take away the black person
and just have him on
a native person
on a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just because, wait, which museum is that again? That you said
New York. I don't know which one. But
is it filled with like animals that he killed and shit?
I don't know. It's the one that's in the night of the museum. Like so you said you never seen that movie.
Yeah. So it probably
it's like the big museum in New York, like the museum in New York.
He probably has some significance to be there.
Yeah.
But just with that hierarchy, take away the hierarchy. But
so what do you think? What if they put the native guy on a horse and the African guy on a horse, and then them three riding together,
like the Three Amigos?
Yeah. Even though that's not how it was at all.
Not even close. That'd be a dope thing though. But he'd be spitting in his grave.
I wonder how I wonder when he went to Africa to go hunting if because now you're in Africa, like you can't like could he treat black people like less than there, or they kind of had to be his guide and stuff? Like
for sure, he was treating them less than.
Yeah,
of course, yeah. Bro, white people back then weren't afraid of no fucking million of African people.
Really? Yeah.
They're just like whatever. I've seen this before. Take y'all home if I want to.
Yeah, don't make me put you on a boat.
But no, he probably was just like, boy, this, that. He's paying them, right? Like all that stuff. So it's like any rich person that goes abroad. They treat people like shit.
True.
You see that in Cuba, right? I don't know if you've ever been there, but you see people treat the staff like shit.
Really?
Of course.
I always treat people very nice. So.
Always. My mom was a cleaner. I was a cleaner with her. So I always treat those people really well.
You were a cleaner too, eh?
Yeah, I had to, bro. Like she had started a cleaning company when I was like 13, 14, and she was just like, "You're coming," and I would just clean the toilets and the washrooms. It was horrible. And then I started my own cleaning company later on.
And then you treat your employees like shit or what?
No, I was the only employee, so I kind of treated myself like shit.
You did treat yourself like shit?
Kind of. I ran myself into the ground before I sold it. And,
Now. Back to Teddy. Being the manliest president, one of the things that people look at him for is at age 7. At age 7, he already started like having an interest in hunting, and by that I mean he would kill animals and bring them home and stuff them.
Oh, okay. So he was a maniac,
which is a telltale sign for a psychopath.
Yeah. That's like if you see your kid kill a bird or something like.
That was his thing. That's why I'm like, that's one of the things that when I was looking at the pros and cons on him, like that was one of the pros things. That's the funny thing. Like people were bigging that up as if like, look how sick this guy was. He was already killing animals at age 7. So it's like, but you don't realize like, what's that show called? Mindhunter. Like that was like one of the things they say about these like serial killers.
100%.
A serial killer, one of the telltale signs when you're a kid is when you have an interest in killing animals. So that's fucked up.
What the fuck? Okay, so wait. Was this just on his own he would do this, or who was his father? So, was his father just as manly as him?
I don't know, because what the story I heard was age 7 they went to like a meat market, whatever, and they brought home a seal head. And he was very interested by it. And for the next 2 years, he would kill animals and bring them home and stuff them.
Wow.
In his bedroom.
In his bedroom? Not even outside?
That's what it said. At age 7, for the next 2 years. So from 7 to 9, his thing, like, what does little Teddy like to do? Oh, what's your son into these days? Well, he's been killing animals and stuffing them in the bedroom. It's pretty cool.
He murders small animals.
And then he killed 11,000 in Africa years later. That's pretty. Wow. I wonder if he did kill some people on the side. Was he a little bit of a serial killer on the side?
He for sure has killed somebody.
Because he was into war.
That's why he wanted to go to war. He wanted to kill people too.
Yeah.
He wanted to master everything. Like small animals when he's young, then it moves up to bigger ones, then it becomes like war and people, then it's like straight to Africa to kill everything in sight. That's some manly shit. I can't lie.
He has a lot of blood on his hands.
Yeah, and he doesn't care.
I think out of every, it is crazy like to think like, okay, like now that we know, years later that people have done the research to find out that when you're a little kid and you take a big interest in killing animals, like you have something wrong with you. And now he is one of the 4 faces on Mount Rushmore. He's one of the greatest presidents ever. Like he did a lot of good stuff, but at the same time, this guy might have been a fucking straight psychopath.
Well, he was like, you have to be a bit. Not even narcissistic. Yeah, you got to be a bit psycho to like do all that and then become president for whatever reason he had, because it seems like he likes killing things more than anything. But then he became president.
Yeah.
And that's so weird. How did he even get into politics if he was like this?
I didn't do that much research.
That's a weird thing, man. How did he make the crossover? He was like, yo, I think I should get in office with this shit. I know how to stuff animals.
Yeah. Yeah. I think how he got into politics, I'm pretty sure he was like a war general or something before.
That's why.
One of those ones. And first he was he was vice president. He didn't even want to be vice president before he became president. Apparently, he was like a war general, and the president at the time, like Theodore Roosevelt was trying to convince him, like, let's go to war, let's do this thing, let's go to war. And then the guy was like, oh, I don't know. But then he eventually said yeah, and apparently Teddy Roosevelt was like already on the way there. He was like on a boat. He's like, oh yeah. Oh, we're going. I'm pretty much like about to touch down there.
Wow.
So then that president was kind of pissed, and he's like, you'll never be my vice president. But then when he got back, he like did such an amazing job at war that people were like so behind him that without him, he's like, I don't even want to be your vice president. Fuck it. But then like whoever the politics people are that run shit, like they were just like, no, you're gonna be. So they ended up campaigning for him without him even like lifting a finger. He didn't even do anything. They campaigned and he won the vice presidency unanimously.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So he didn't even want it. He just did it just because.
Yeah. And then I guess once he was that close to the fucking sniffing the throne, he's like, fuck it, I guess I'll be president.
He's like the Jon Snow of politics.
Yeah.
He didn't even want it.
Yeah. He killed a bunch of White Walkers too.
Yeah, he just didn't care. He was just killing things. He wanted to be on the Night's Watch, and he was just like,
yeah,
that's crazy. That is manly though. He's manly as fuck.
He is manly. We'll give him that. Definitely manly. And if you watch Night at the Museum, they definitely portray him as a good guy as well.
Oh, really?
Well, so Robin Williams plays him, and he's like pretty much like he helps out Ben Stiller, get through that Night at the Museum.
Oh, is he like, oh, you're a good white man. Come here.
Yeah.
That kind of
I'm
thing?
pretty sure they don't make him racist in that movie. It's like a Disney movie, so he's getting along with everyone. I think he's loving this Native Indian girl in it too as well.
He's like, what's your last name, boy?
But history is tough on the natives, man.
Of course it is. What?
It is tough, man. Holy shit.
It has to be. It has to be.
Why does it have to be?
Because if it's too light, then you're going to be like, yo, give them back their shit. You're going to be like, yo, they have nothing. Like, give them back some shit. If it's way, you know what I mean? So they got to make them like you hear Joe Rogan say it a lot. He'll be like, they were savages too before we got here, and everything like that. So it's like, if you have to play that narrative, because if you just say that you came and took some shit over, eventually people are going to be like, yo, they're right there. Just give them a bunch of their shit back. We
should find out who like the greatest chief of all time is and do the pros and cons on him. Because I'm sure he probably scalped some people,
Of course. That's how you become chief, no?
Well, yeah. I'm definitely not definitely. I'm speaking like as if I know, but I'm pretty sure that natives respect the warrior a lot.
All cultures do.
Yeah.
American culture is starting to not. I guess North American culture.
But yeah, yeah, you're right. Because even back then, this guy got so much respect for his war. A lot of presidents are like war heroes, aren't they?
Well, back in the day,
yeah.
I think at some point it turned into like a popularity contest, and it wasn't based on like the shit you did. I think it was around the time Reagan got into office, because he was an actor. He was like the first Hollywood person to like all of a sudden be in office.
Yeah.
And it didn't make any sense, and people just acted like it did.
I don't know much about Reagan, but I hear bad things, right?
Yeah.
Reagan was bad for black people. Who wasn't really?
It's so true. But yeah, apparently I think Reagan was the one with the crack epidemic. He like released the crack. He was like,
that was him.
He's like, release the crack.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Reaganomics. Yeah, that's what they call it.
Have you seen Reagan in any movies?
No, of course not.
No, because he said he was an actor. Right?
Yeah, but those are some old ass movies. That's like
was he a good actor? Like was he like a main character?
Yeah.
Supporting actor.
But he wasn't like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right? Like actors weren't looked at like that back then. They were just like actors.
Was he like Humphrey Bogart? Was he that big? No, probably not.
Nah, not that big. But he was big enough that people were like, "Oh, that's the guy from the pictures."
So who do you think it would be like to compare him to today?
Oh, today.
What's Ronald Reagan in?
I would say first thing came to mind. I wanted to say Jared Leto.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see his IMDb. We're gonna get sidetracked on this episode because there's not that much research I've done on Teddy Roosevelt. So we'll mix it.
From 1911 to 2004, Ronald Reagan has an IMDb page.
So he died not that long ago, eh?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Not long ago at all.
So, Yeah, he was. He was a host of a TV show too, Death Valley Days.
Crack's been weaker ever since he died.
So 1960s is when he was an actor, and then when was he president? Do you know?
Like just like around that time, I'm pretty sure.
Did he win it right after?
I'm pretty sure that's why they grabbed him to be president.
They're like, you look good.
He instantly.
He does look presidential though.
He does, yeah.
Well, they all do, don't they? They just got to be white.
Once you got that flag.
1981. It was like 20 years after.
So 20 years after. Not bad.
That's not right after.
Yeah.
That's like at the point where they're like.
But think about it for presidents. What? That's 3 presidents. Or no, 4.
Depends if they do 2 terms.
4, something like that.
Also, Teddy Roosevelt was the first guy that tried to win 3 terms. By the way, which brings me back to Teddy.
Oh, so the thing. Know what he was? He was an Indian chief.
Why?
He was just the way he acted. Like it was just about like the warrior. It was just about let's go and attack. Let's kill some animals. Like he liked being in the forest all the time. Like he seems like a war chief more than like a president. Like he was just down to just let's go to war.
Yeah, let's shed some blood in here. You know what I mean? Yeah, there. Like what did he say? He said one thing about war. He's like,
I love war.
He said that war stimulated spiritual renewal, and emphasized that the clear instinct for racial selfishness.
What?
So that's what the war was like, spiritual renewal and racial selfishness. What do you think he meant by that? He's just
the instinct for racial Oh, because he would put all the black guys in the front. He'd be like, no. Like right away, I guess maybe he realized like, I want the black guys to die first. And like, that's what like, he thought. Maybe that's racial.
My take on it was that when he goes to war, he's like, my race against your race. Like, let's protect my. I guess both could be true. Yeah, like he's maybe. Like when they're fighting the Spanish and putting the black people up front. I don't know, man.
Because it's like you. I guess you would. Yeah, spiritual renewal. I definitely can understand that because you feel like you're born again after you almost die. I get that every time I do mushrooms. And then emphasis. The clear instinct for racial selfishness. I think it's the putting the black people up front. Because you get selfish. You get like, yo, I don't want my white guys to die. I'm getting selfish right now.
But it is crazy that he would shoot people. Like, yeah, if you run the other way, I'm going to shoot you.
But like when you say, oh shit, got reset. But when you say that.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah, man. So yeah, that's Teddy Roosevelt in a nutshell.
That's so weird. Yeah, so he was
did a lot of great things, was a fucked up guy.
Yeah. But they all were fucked up, but he was openly fucked up to the point where I don't really I gotta say this. Say this properly. I don't really see him as fucked up per se. He just seems like war hungry. That's why I say he's like an Indian chief, because like when those chiefs and shit, when they were doing that shit, like Indian tribe to tribe and stuff, they weren't maniacs about it. It was just kind of like, this is just what you do. That's why he was like pushing for war when he wasn't even president, because he's like, yo, let's fucking take some land. Let's fucking do what we got to do.
Yeah, like we haven't. I'm getting fucking restless here. We gotta go kill some people. But respect on the fact that he wasn't just like sending people to war. He's like, I want to be there too. I'm pulling the trigger as well.
That's the most gangster shit ever.
Yeah.
Especially for a president, because you definitely aren't supposed to be in war. Not even like it's frowned upon. You're not supposed to, because the country will be out without a leader.
Well, even after he was president, like 20 years later, after that, he went to Africa, killed those 11,000 animals, all that stuff. Now, when he was back, there was a war. What war was going on? Maybe it must have been I don't know which war. Anyways, there was a war going on, and he was trying to get to go to it. He's like, let me in, and the president wouldn't allow him to go.
Really?
Whoever the president was at the time, yeah.
Yeah,
because he at that time he was like late 50s, and he's like, nah, fuck you, bro.
Nah, you know what it was? Because he knows that he would have went there, he would have fucked shit up, came back, people would have been like, we want this guy
back again. Yo, Teddy still got it.
Yo, man, nah, that's actually fucking incredible. I'm very impressed, because you know what? The race thing is starting to like, I don't want to say like I'm getting used to it, but like back then they were racist. That's just what they did. It was like a thing they did.
It'll be tough for us to find anyone that we do any episode on that was not racist.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the further back we go. Now, he was early 1900s, which is like, yeah, racism was like still, okay, racism still exists now, but it was still like really hot, like really,
bro, it was rampant.
Piping hot.
It was rampant.
Probably up until, when do you think? When do you think racism started to cool down? Like maybe like the 90s?
Yeah, I was gonna say
it was still really hot in the really hot in the 60s,
like late 80s.
Yeah,
like probably around 86.
Where like if you were walking around with your white girlfriend, like you would have a problem. Like people.
You'd still have a problem in the
yelling
80s.
Shit out
because they were still saying. I actually made a bit about this. They were still saying jungle fever, like mid 90s. Yeah, I think
that's a song. Who got jungle fever?
Jungle fever just means that you're.
We got jungle fever.
Yeah,
we're in love.
But that's just all that. That's like the Doja Cat making that song about didn't do nothing. It's just making fun of something because jungle fever is just you have fever for someone who's from the jungle.
Are you offended by jungle fever?
It's fucked up when you analyze it because they're just saying that we're jungle people.
Yeah.
It's like saying yellow fever, right?
Who sings Jungle Fever? Is it a white guy or a black guy?
Oh, God.
Do you know?
I have no idea.
You know that song, though, right?
Of course.
The one that I was just singing?
No, imagine I didn't know that song. You just started singing it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, let's see who sings it.
Jungle Fever lyrics and a lady with an afro.
Shaka Khan. Oh, it's a girl. It's a girl.
Is it really?
Yeah. Shaka Khan.
No. Oh, don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Okay. It's a lady?
That's what I'm seeing.
God damn. 1972.
Wow.
Black people, man. Sometimes, guys, we got to stop doing that. Jesus.
Oh, Stevie Wonder had a Jungle Fever song, too. Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. This is the one that I know. I've got jungle fever. She's got jungle fever. We've got jungle fever. We're in love. She's gone black boy crazy. I've gone white girl hazy.
Yo, white girl hazy is fucking amazing.
Ain't no thinking maybe. We're in love. She's got jungle fever. I've got jungle fever. We've got jungle fever. We're in love. I've gone white girl crazy. She's gone black boy hazy.
What? But why?
We're each other's baby.
We're in love.
Yeah. Damn.
But why do you think he would prefer a white woman?
Stevie Wonder?
Yeah, like what about a white woman is turning him on? Because it's not the skin color.
She's a little brighter.
But he can't see it.
Can't you see like shades when you're? Can you? Does all he see is like just straight darkness, or does he see like, when you close your eyes?
He's blind.
You know when you close your eyes when you turn the lights off,
but your eyes
darker,
work.
But when you turn it on, you see that it's at least brighter outside.
But your eyes work. That's why that.
My eyes are closed right now. Right?
I know, but
my eyes are.
But your eyes still work when they're closed, though.
Oh, so what? So what does a blind person see?
Our eyes are not like refrigerator lights where we close them and they turn off.
So is a blind person just it's all darkness all the time?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I thought it's just that, like it's like if I had my eyes closed, but I could still see it when the sun comes out. Do blind people not know when the sun comes out?
They would feel it. Mm. They would feel it, and they'd like that way.
But yeah, of all the people that sing Jungle Fever, like Stevie Wonder, do you even get it?
That's what I mean. He was just trying to make money.
A lot of people say that Stevie Wonder was faking being blind his whole life, though.
There's like a famous person that's like swears that.
Yeah,
I saw it. He was talking about it. He said something. He said something about him and Stevie got into a car, and like he knew where everything was, and he kind of just like, and he just started laughing. And the guy was like, "Can you actually drive?" And he's like,
"What a big prank that would be, eh?"
Oh no, the story was he actually drove.
Yeah,
he drove. He drove a car with somebody. And they're like, he's not blind. There's no way he's blind.
Yeah, I've heard that conspiracy.
I could see that.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder, man. I heard, this girl came up and she's like, "Hey, Stevie Wonder, you have my baby," and he's like, "I've never seen you before in my life." I've heard a lot of stories like that too. Stevie Wonder is just a funny guy.
That's funny. But you know what? That would make sense because like a young black man at that time, like what would be the perfect like pull-in for that clout?
You have to be a little bit non-threatening.
Right.
And what's less threatening than being blind?
The guy is blind and he can sing, so it's like he's like overcoming this horrible thing, and he's singing beautifully. And
if I'm gonna sing a song about fucking white women, I better be blind.
Yeah, how do you get you get a pass on that because you can't punch a blind guy out. Not even Klan members do that shit.
They say we're the wrong color, staring, gloating, laughing, looking like we've done something wrong because we show love so strong. Get real, come on. Calling us names, too bad to mention, but we pay them no attention. For colorblind and inner feelings, if we feel happiness, and I know our love the best, forget that mess.
He had the nerve to say colorblind. Tell him to get the fuck out of here.
I know. What the fuck's the
Tell him to get the fuck out of here with that shit. Wow.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Jungle Fever does sound racist.
But you know what? I think Stevie Wonder is blind because, like, if you had a hairline like that, you'd handle it. Like, his shit is like RoboCop right now. It's like right here, like right at the top.
What do they call it when a black girl loves a white guy?
When a black girl loves a white guy?
Yeah. What's that? Is that called like farmer's market fever or something?
Yeah. Farmer's market fever.
No, that's not catchy enough. It's too long.
That's gangster. No, but that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Right?
She's got farmer's market fever.
Because when you're black and you date a white person, you end up at a farmer's market. There's actually one downtown that me and my girlfriend go to every week.
Yeah, what do you get there?
I like the homemade cinnamon buns. Okay. And we like the eggs that are made by Mennonite people.
Oh.
Yeah, they're free range. Yeah. That's right. That's what it's like. That's Jungle Fever in 2020, guys. That's what it's like.
It sounds more like you've got farmer's market fever.
Yeah.
What jungle shit do you put her through?
Yeah, right? What jungle shit? Nah, there's nothing yet. I don't have that. When the kids come, that'll come. Because then I'm going to be teaching them to dance. We're going to be having black times in the household. We playing Kendrick Lamar loud. We going to be all right? They're going to know that shit.
We going to be all right.
I don't even like Common Sense, and I'm going to play some Common Sense for them.
You don't like Common?
Not really. But I love to hear a woke black man. That's what they're going to hear. Straight up.
Common is one of the... Well, who do you think the best rapper turned actor is? I think Common's pretty good.
Yeah, Common, but I can't even picture the other ones. Like T.I., no. Ice Cube.
T.I.'s not bad.
Ice Cube is legendary though. Like, I mean, the movies that he made
are we there yet?
Yeah. Like,
are we there? Are we still not there yet?
Are we there yet? I meant Friday, obviously.
Friday's great. But
I think it's Ice Cube.
50 Cent, not bad.
He's all right.
You don't like Power?
I've never watched it. Is it good?
So good.
If Teddy Roosevelt was on Power, what character would he be? Would he be Ghost? Would he be Tommy?
Oh,
I know some of the characters.
He has to not give a fuck and be down to kill. Like,
isn't there a white dude who's a killer on that show?
Tommy's a killer.
Tommy's white, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know a little bit.
But honestly, he might be 50 Cent's character, Kanan.
Like 50. That's what I mean.
Just the wanting to go to war and just being like frontline, like fucking fuck shit up.
Kill your own son type shit.
Like presidential in the sense that he could be a leader, but at the same time, he's leading by being the guy that's doing the killing.
By example.
But, yeah.
Teddy, man. That's great. So with the are there any other statues? You know what?
Any other Teddy statues?
Yeah. Because we got to...
Well, when I typed that up, Theodore Roosevelt statues, the main ones that come up is, they took down that one at the thing, and then obviously he's on Mount Rushmore. So Mount Rushmore, I do think eventually we'll get to all four of those guys. I didn't even mean to stumble on one right away because I was thinking we would do... maybe we could have just done all four at once, considering how much I came up with for Teddy Roosevelt. We still left ourselves a half an hour, and we end up talking about Jungle Fever.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with talking about Jungle Fever, bro.
Teddy Roosevelt definitely was not down with Jungle Fever.
Oh, see, pro-Trump stopped the removal of Teddy Roosevelt statue. That was just in June, too. Wow.
By the time this episode releases, Trump might be dead from COVID-19.
Isn't that crazy? That the election's supposed to happen, and now he has it, and The Simpsons predicted that he's going to die?
What? Tell me about this Simpsons part.
What? You don't know that?
When did they predicted he was going to die when?
They predicted in his presidency.
Like
they predicted that, like, you know the shot where he's like waving and he's going down an escalator?
Yeah.
And the Simpsons perfectly predicted that.
Okay.
And then the orb thing they perfectly predicted, and then they predict that he dies while he's president.
This is like years ago that they put this episode up?
So long ago.
Simpsons is pretty crazy, yeah?
At least 12 years ago, that episode.
Do you think that time travel exists and somebody is working for the Simpsons? Because they get a lot of stuff.
You don't want me to go into my Simpsons bag, man. That Matt Greiner, he's a wise man. He's a traveling man, that Matt Greiner. I think that's his name. Groening? Is that his name? Yeah.
I don't know.
He's an elite.
So do you think that they see the future or something?
You know what? I don't know if they're seeing the future or if they're the ones who get to create it, or if somebody in there already has an ear to what is supposed to happen.
Like somebody that works for the Simpsons is like, hey, 20 years ago we made an episode where Trump's president. Now we have to rig the election to make him president.
No, I think like if you go into like conspiracy world, like that would just be a set thing.
How did he die in The Simpsons?
Ooh, how did Trump die in The Simpsons? Hold on.
Because I remember him. I remember the president thing, but I don't remember him dying.
How
did Donald Trump die?
Die in The Simpsons.
Yeah, look that up, producer.
Yeah, they did. Oh, see, 23 hours ago. People are tripping about it.
Oh, people are on it, eh? Okay.
Oh, the Simpsons did not feature in a coffin.
So maybe you just made that up.
No. It's real. Everybody knows that episode, bro.
No, everybody doesn't. I don't know it.
But you didn't watch The Simpsons every single day at 8:00 when you were a kid?
I watched The Simpsons, but
no, he's in a coffin. He dies. I just don't remember how.
Oh.
But he dies. He's supposed to be dead.
Man,
god damn.
Okay, if Trump dies from COVID, what's gonna happen? What's the ripple effect on that?
If he dies from COVID, some people are gonna think that. So QAnon. We'll start at the right and then we'll move left. QAnon we'll go far right. QAnon people are gonna think that he faked his death so he could work behind the scenes with John F. Kennedy Jr. Okay, that's what people are gonna.
John F. Kennedy Jr. is still alive.
Yeah, because that's the QAnon thing. Yeah, he's still alive. So that's what they'll think. Then like just regular conspiracy theorists will think like somebody gave it to him so that the New World Order can come into fruition. So like he was like, it was planted into him.
So they'll believe he is dead. That side believes he is dead.
Yes. Though there's still conspiracy theorists, and now as we get to like more the middle, people will think, well, he just got COVID. He's old, and that's what happens. Some people die when they get COVID. Maybe something happened, but
how old is he? Not. Is he mid-70s?
70. I think if Joe Biden's 78, I think Trump is 76. Yeah. So, and then as you get to the left, it'll be like he got what he deserved. He's a piece of shit. That's why he died, and blah blah blah. And,
I wonder if there. So sometimes gambling sites put out weird bets. I want to see if there's odds on Trump dying.
Yo, that's not cool, bro. To all our far right listeners, listen. I apologize for this guy's just trying to. He's
I want to know if I'll check the odds of him winning the election too.
Bro, I think the odds are pretty high.
President Trump. There's no odds on it. All right. Well, that sucks. Yeah. Did I tell you about my betting on Trump election story?
No.
Okay. So I used to have a bad gambling problem.
Obviously, you're just looking up the fucking odds.
And the year that Trump got elected, it was in my gambling heydays, whatever. And that week I was up about $600. Let's say 600 and something. And I was going to the movies and I was listening to the radio, and they're like, "Oh, it's pretty much impossible for Trump to win. He would need this state, and this state, and that is very unlikely." Blah blah blah. So I check my gambling site, my bookie site, and there's the option for Trump or Hillary, and for Hillary to win, it was like say minus 1,100. So you had to bet like $1,100 to win 100. Like that's how bad the odds were of Trump winning. Wow. So I was like, basically, I was so sure that he wasn't gonna win that I'm like, I put like maybe like, okay, maybe it wasn't 1,100 because I remember, let's say it was like 700 to win 100 because I think I put about $1,200 on it, and I was up 600, so I would ultimately It wouldn't be money that I have to pay, but I would lose about $600.
You bet against Trump winning?
I bet against Trump winning $1,200. Yeah. And to win like maybe $300. Like that's what the odds were.
You're crazy.
And go to the movies, watch the movie, come out, turn on the radio. And now it's saying it would be almost impossible for Hillary to win. She would need this state, this state, and this state. And I was like, what the fuck? Holy. Oh man, I got screwed because I didn't think when it comes to politics, I was like, okay, if the radio is saying that it's impossible to win, like they know what they're talking about.
Is that what you thought?
That's what I thought.
And now you're basically on the radio right now, so you know how much they know now, right?
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm not a political analyst. Like,
fuck, neither are they, man. They just fucking they got to go where the wind blows.
It did surprise people, the Trump thing, because it was like there were states that he won that were surprising people, right?
Yeah, I wasn't. I was actually in bed with my girlfriend. I actually remember, and she got up, and I think you were having
a little jungle fever. Were you going white girl hazy or white girl crazy?
It's always white girl hazy for me because I get high before I fuck. You know,
damn.
That's how I do it. But fucking she got out of bed and she was like, "Trump's president." She's like, "He actually won." And I was like, "What? No, he didn't." And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "No, he didn't." I was like, "What?"
That was such a wild. Like I never watched presidential debates before that year, but like even like the Republican ones where he was just like shitting on, like there'd be like 4 guys on the stage and he'd be like shitting on this guy, making fun. Fucking. It's
perfect.
Yeah, lying Ted Cruz.
Lying Ted Cruz, Sleepy Joe Biden. Like he has his nickname.
What did he have for Bush?
Bush? Did he have anything for Bush?
For Jeb Bush.
Dumb as fuck Bush. Oh no, Jeb. I don't know. I've never seen this Jeb person.
You never seen him? He was running. He was running against him. But yeah.
Right, I didn't pay attention. That's why Trump has been like a good thing.
The odds of Trump surviving are greater than 90%.
Yeah, because it's COVID.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Because COVID is what? Not anything? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's like this. If you can afford to get a vitamin drip and like a glutathione drip and like all these like good things like pumped into your body, you're probably gonna be fine. If you have to just like buy some Neocitrin and like just sleep it out on your bed, like who knows what the fuck will happen with you. But if you're rich and you just like you get stuff pumped, like that's what Brendan Schaub did. Like he literally got COVID and he just vitamin drips every day. He was good in 3 days, and he took high hydrochloroquine.
Yeah,
he was good in 3 days.
I just really hope that COVID doesn't cancel NFL.
I hope it doesn't cancel anything anymore. Like, fuck. I'm done with things being canceled. I just got back to work and shit. Like, fuck.
Well, one of the things that I controversial comment I posted on Instagram the other day.
What?
So on 6Buzz, they put like, oh, Ontario, new high record, 700 cases, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I just commented, if you don't get tested, you don't get COVID. Facts or not. And
people went in.
People were like, this is not right. It's like... But the thing is, like, why, if this is such a contagious disease, and it is, it's contagious, but why are they telling people, even if you have no symptoms, go get in line with a bunch of people that might have it? Let's go herd you in like cattle to this facility. So that was my point. It's so stupid that's the game plan. Anyways, 2 hours later, after I posted that comment, government releases a new, they're telling people now, if you don't have symptoms, don't get in those lines.
True.
They're going to set up a separate way, make an appointment, whatever. Because it doesn't, like...
Yeah, you're
and
right.
I got in an argument with somebody, like, one of my friends, like, when he saw me say that, you shouldn't be saying this. What if people, they have, like, a vulnerable family member, they have to go get tested, they have to check. But I was like, they shouldn't be going to stand in a line with 100 other people that might have it.
Yeah, no.
And then maybe they didn't have it that day, but now they're going to bring it home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Pros and conquerors, COVID-19. What are the pros of COVID-19?
The pros? I don't know, man. Well, I guess I don't know. There aren't.
Pause.
Actually, you know what? For me, it's been great. Okay. Yeah, because it put my life on pause. I started editing more. I realized that I want to go into production, podcast production more than anything. And so like it gave me a lot of perspective on where I need to like go next in life, and gave me the time to actually like sit back and think about it.
Yeah, that's good. See, but that is something. I've seen a lot of comedians either went one of two ways. They either got fatter or they got in shape. And I've seen like some of my like closest buddies, whatever, like Rahil, Natish. I seen both them drop like mad weight.
I saw. Yeah, as soon as I saw Rahil on his Instagram, I was like, "Yo, this guy looked like he lost like 15 pounds." 50?
50.
How big was he before?
He was big, man. Big.
Bro, listen. When you talk to Rahil, can you just talk to him about like taking off his hat? Because the guy looks sensual without his hat.
You like him without the hat, eh?
Yeah, man. He looks nice without.
I'll put in a word. Yeah, I got in a little better shape, but I'm not where I want to be. But and then I seen other guys get big. So COVID pros. Some people got in shape. Some people found, like you found what you want to focus on more. I started my IGTV thing. Jammies does it from the end of the earth. That was okay for the time. But,
yeah, we got to get those on YouTube, bro. We got to find those. We got to download those and get those on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start them up again when we go in this second lockdown. Ugh.
Bro, there's no second lockdown. Don't say that. There's no second lockdown coming.
The owner of the bar I did a stand-up comedy show at last night. Free Play Cafe. If this is still alive, we got Thursday nights open mic at Free Play on 300 College Street. Thursday nights at 8 p.m. I'll be there hosting, guys, if we don't get shut down. But the owner was telling me that he's worried. He's like, he thinks that we're going to get shut down again.
I don't think so. I think they figured out like how to do things so much, and everybody's getting tested. Like I've been tested twice in the past like 2 weeks.
Turned out you're 100% that bitch.
Yeah.
I just took a COVID test. Turns out it's not real.
But
they're going to count me towards the numbers because it looks better for... They're fear-mongering. How about we make a song about that, Lizzo?
I got Lizzo. Don't get mad at Lizzo because of COVID, bro.
I just took a COVID test. Turns out it's 100% not real. But I counted towards the statistics.
Bro, have you planned that?
No.
Why do you have that melody so good?
Now I'm thinking I should make that a parody song.
Yeah. That'd be good. That would be a good one. That'd be solid. I know where you're going with that. A COVID song. But you know what?
Why case is big and there ain't no death rate?
Bro, people get so mad at you.
Oh yeah.
So mad.
Like, oh my cousin's sister's husband got COVID and he died. It's like, did you ever meet him? Did anybody? Was he even real? No, but I have a friend that got COVID and he said it's nothing. And he said the only reason he
actually got it?
Yeah.
Really?
This week was the first time I ever met anyone that has it.
Damn,
so I heard from a mutual friend that he has it. So I checked in on him. I was like, all right, how are you doing? Whatever. And he said, honestly, it's nothing. He's like, the only reason I got tested is because 2 people at work got it. So we all had to get tested. I found out I have it. So I just got to quarantine for 2 weeks. But he's like, it feels like, I coughed like twice. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like anything to him. But he's a young guy. He's younger than us, whatever. But
good for him, man. At least it doesn't feel like anything for him. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
COVID-19 broke out in my grandmother's old folks home. 0 casualties.
Oh, really?
Pussy ass COVID.
Oh, those old people caught COVID lacking.
Yeah. Honestly, man.
Bro, you know why? Because those people got that Teddy Roosevelt gene. That's what it is. 100%. They were like, we'll kill 11,000 viruses.
Yeah, send me to war.
Bring all the viruses from Africa. We'll kill them all.
Not AIDS, though.
No, well, we're making headway. Magic Johnson, bro.
True.
We're making big headway.
Magic Johnson.
Have faith.
The real magic is beating AIDS. Yeah. Or living with it.
Isn't it? So didn't somebody say that?
What?
Is that did you just say that? Or is that a quote?
It doesn't sound that original, so I'm sure somebody said it.
True.
His name's Magic. He beat AIDS. Like,
yeah.
It's not that hard to put 2 and 2 together.
True.
His wife's name is Cookie. I don't know. I thought I was going to come with a quick one.
Cookie Johnson?
Yeah. Cookie Johnson.
That's a fucking funny name.
Cookie Johnson. That must not be your real name. But yeah, the reason we got so sidetracked today is because I just didn't have that much research to do on Teddy. Like, overall,
there's nothing to really research. I mean, but what I can say is,
have you seen Magic Johnson's son?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen Magic Johnson.
You want to talk about the face of AIDS? No.
Why? Why the shot at his son?
Oh, there he is.
While we're talking about
Teddy
Roosevelt. Wow, he's big too.
That's what she said.
That's
what he said.
That's what he looks like. He's like 6'3".
That's what them said.
But he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's probably like his dad's height. Oh, Lee. Isn't Magic Johnson a billionaire too?
Oh, for sure, Magic
like
Johnson.
Close to.
He's
close
one of
to
the
something.
biggest like entrepreneurial guys that ever capitalized off his athleticism. He used to have theaters and everything. Probably still does.
Still does, yeah. Magic Johnson Theater. Yeah. So, New York Times 2020. Statue to be removed. Oh, yeah. This is the one you were talking about from Natural History. See, yeah, that's why he's accredited. So he's in the natural history part. So I think he should be there, but that statue shouldn't be there. Like, they should rethink the things that they put out. Like, obviously that statue's there because of that hierarchy, right? So obviously it's there because of that hierarchy. So, like, take that away, but still remember him because
Wait,
it's like,
why is it obvious that it's there for that hierarchy?
Because it's a black person and a native person. And if you wanted to show the fact that he loved Africa and the North Americas, then you're a sculptor. You could make the continent Africa beside him. You can make the continent. You could just make those two continents beside him. Or you can put them on his chest.
That sounds like an ugly statue.
Or you can put it on, like, the side of the horse. Like, there's so many different things you could do.
Yeah, they could have just put a plaque that said he went African boy crazy and Native Indian hazy.
Bro, there's nothing hazy about him when he went into those places, bro. Fully focused.
You're right. He does deserve to be remembered as far as what he's done for museums. He fucking filled them places up.
Museums and parks. Like, that's a huge thing, like, right now. Like, you have to think, what would happen if there was nothing in place to protect the parks in America? Like, right now, if there was nothing in place, like in Amazon, like in Brazil, there's nothing in place to protect the Amazon, and that president can just light fires all day if he wants and sell it off, which is what was happening. He's been selling off that land there.
Really?
Yeah, that's why, like, a lot of those fires, people are speculating that they're man-made because they're not stopping and they're just around where these Aboriginal people are, and it's like they're forcing them out, kind of thing. And then that president sells that part of that land that's now burnt to shit. So So imagine how much of that would happen in America right now if there's nothing protecting it. America would just be all concrete. All Yellowstone would just be concrete.
That's true.
It'd just be condos and concrete.
Overall, the guy, not who he is as a person, might have been a psychopathic fucking killer, racist, of course, who wasn't. And but what he did in his presidency is probably one of them people have to be very grateful for. Parks, fucking teddy bears, fucking 8-hour workdays, getting an income tax receipt.
Wait, hold on, 8-hour workdays.
Yeah,
he made the 8-hour workday.
He made the 8-hour workday.
What was it before that?
You could just work like crazy, like too long. And he talked a lot about how disgusting like the conditions were there. And at first, so Teddy was like, "Oh, we need to fix that." So he didn't really care about like how it was for the workers at first. And people look back on that as like a negative towards Teddy. They're like, "You didn't care about the workers. He just cared about like the cleanliness and stuff."
Yeah.
But you can't solve everything at once. Like,
yeah.
So his original thing was, he started the FDA so the food and drugs would actually be regulated.
Wow.
So pretty great. What do you call it?
Pretty great accolades.
Accolades, like what he's leaving behind. Accomplishments.
Legacy.
That's
what you're talking about.
He has okay. I don't know a lot about every American president, but from all the ones that I've heard of, him and Abe Lincoln are definitely two of my I don't want to say favorite when this guy could have been a psychopathic racist.
Yeah,
but like the legacy he left behind, the parks, the FDA, the teddy bears, the 8-hour workday,
the good things.
But he did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
Abraham Lincoln. We're gonna get into that another day. I don't even want to get into it too much, but obviously there's one big thing that he did, and that's free the slaves, and I thank him for that.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you thank him for that?
I guess because like that didn't extend over to where my people were in the Caribbean. I don't think.
Sorry.
I think we were just on our own. We just had to murder slave owners. Like we were just like, I guess we got to kill everybody. So I don't think he did anything for people in the Caribbean. But it is amazing that he did that. But I think he did it for votes. I think that's the only reason he did it.
People were voting to free black people?
I think once you free the black people, you have all the black people's votes.
Did black people get the right to vote right off the bat?
I don't think it was right off the bat, but it was like when they can, they're going to, and they're going to for us.
For us. So it wasn't really for him, but it was for his political party.
Maybe, yeah.
Because
like, I mean, that's just what it seems like. I mean, they've been using black people as pawns for a long time.
That is true, but we'll save that for another day, actually, because we've done enough today, and we will do an Abraham Lincoln episode.
Yeah,
so there's no point in me pulling that up now. But that is something interesting to look into.
Yeah, true.
What were the motives behind it? What were the pros and cons of that? On Pros and Conquerors, the bad boys of history. That was the Teddy Roosevelt episode. About a half an hour of Teddy. Yeah. About 10 minutes of Jungle Fever and then 20 minutes of bullshit. Bro, when
you're talking about Teddy Roosevelt, you got to talk about Jungle Fever, right? I mean, he had Jungle Fever.
Technically, he did. It wasn't about man or woman, but he had jungle fever for what was actually in the jungle.
Yeah, he just wanted the land.
In the jungle,
wanted the heads.
The mighty jungle where the lion sleeps. But he didn't want to kill it while he was sleeping. He wanted a woke lion.
The lion.
A woke lion like me and Colin. 2 woke lions. Roar.
Bro, and if you guys don't know, for all the Americans, this is Blue Jays. Fucking Blue Jays baseball team, okay? Just so you guys know, Canadian flag, what up?
Yeah, what do you think about our background?
I love it. Right. I like Canadian stuff, but I will say this: all of my listeners in my other podcasts, they're all from Washington, Seattle.
Yeah,
I have no idea why, but they like my shit out there.
Cool,
they love it. So
one thing that when I was doing the IG lives, one thing that pisses one of my friends off is, see how this has a gap here between the Blue Jay flag and the And then this side doesn't. He's like that. It just drives him crazy. As like an OCD guy, he's looking at how there's a red gap there, but not there.
Oh, okay. Well, he needs to suck it up because you can't see the top of the flag there. Okay, how about that? You like that?
You like that? You like that shit?
And look, I'm wearing yellow, but not in certain places. And there's a rip in it, and you can see it, and I got a little stain on it. I'm just trying to upset your friend, whoever he is. Tell him to watch this episode.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, leave a like and a comment and a share. Actually, comment if you like the fact that we spent half an hour not talking about Teddy Roosevelt today. Do you like that shit? Do you like that? Should we spend more time talking about the pros and the conquerors? Should we spend more time talking about bullshit like COVID-19 and jungle fever? Is it racist? White girl hazy? Are you black boy crazy or are you white girl hazy?
I'm white girl.
Black
hazy.
Boy crazy even sounds racist.
It is. Black boy. Oh, that crazy.
Girl's black boy crazy.
It is racist, but then all of a sudden 2020 and they're like black boy magic. And
but there's worse things to be called, like a blank digger,
right? A blank digger.
Rhyme that one out in your head, guys.
Oh, that's true.
That's the worst one. Right. Night Rider. What else is the one?
Night Rider. Night Rider is that. Yeah, that's a bad one. But it's a bad one. But usually amongst blacks, when we're hearing it, it's a good thing.
It doesn't sound bad.
We're like.
It sounds kind of cool.
She's a Night Rider. She is.
Okay. Night Rider.
We're like, yeah. We're like, we're
that I feel like putting on the Night Rider theme song.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that fucking. That's a Busta Rhymes song.
Would you ever put that song on while you fuck a white girl?
If I ever do, just know that's complete disrespect. Okay, don't even talk to me. Don't call me back.
What is there any phrases for when black girls fuck white guys?
No, man. It has to just be jungle fever or like no.
Black girl. I'm looking it up. Let's see if there's something.
It has to just be jungle fever.
No, I don't even think so.
Because of it's like a vanilla addiction.
Ooh.
Like maybe that's what like black girls would say like with each other. Like, oh, she's addicted to vanilla.
White guy fucks. Oh no. Now I'm just getting porn.
The first result is Pornhub. Pornhub's like, we got you covered, bro. We got you covered.
Yeah, I know there was one porn used to be called White Dicks and Black Chicks. You ever watch that one? Did you ever watch that one, or was that one just for me? Oh no, that's
we in the black community don't watch white guys fuck black women. Okay, we just don't do it.
Urban Dictionary just says BWWM, black woman, white man, but that's not fun.
BWWM, that doesn't make sense.
So you in the black community, you've never seen White Dicks and Black Chicks. Some hilarious ones, man. Sometimes it's just like, she's just down. But sometimes it's like, oh yeah, we got a brother coming in to fuck you later. We got a brother coming in. You just got to put a blindfold in, and he's gonna come in, and then she puts the blindfold in, and she's just sucking the dick. She's like, oh, I love this black dick, da 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 da. And then they take the blindfold off. She's like, I'm not fucking this honky dick. Get the fuck out of here.
What the?
And then they're like, what if we gave you another $200? And she's like, all right. And then she's like,
yo, those.
And then sometimes she's fucking him, and she's like, oh, this white dick's not gonna make me come. Oh my god, it made me come. All that porn stuff. That's all acting. But
that's so funny. Yo, porn has done what WWE could never do. They've kept that charade going on for so long. You know how many guys are like, I think they're actually brother and sister, bro. I think they're actually related, bro.
I was talking about that yesterday. Like the stepbrother is like. So I think there's a rule, like you can't actually have incest on porn sites.
No, of course not.
So they always has to be step, right? Stepmother, step thing. But then sometimes you'll find a porn where it's like stepbrother fucks stepsister and stepmother. But then how somebody has to be related in that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they're leading us to believe that the old stepmom moved out, left the stepdaughter there. There's a new stepmom in, and now we're all it's all fucked. Right?
This is who I partnered up with. Hey.
So like, boy, did we get sidetracked today. Anyways, Teddy Roosevelt, definitely racist, probably a psycho. Luckily, he became president, not one of the greatest serial killers of all time, because it could have went either way.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you need those elements, especially at that time that he was around.
Yeah.
You need those elements in order to succeed. You need those elements of crazy and bullheadedness to actually like do something great.
It might get to the point where we look back on him in history enough, because the way things get canceled, taken down, we might actually end up canceling teddy bears too.
Oh no, you can't do that. Can't do that, bro. Never.
Do you have a favorite teddy bear?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, and that'll be the way we close out.
My favorite. My girlfriend got it for me, and it's dressed like me.
Wow.
I have a hat. I put a hat on it, and it wears my glasses.
Wow.
And when I come inside, it's sitting there.
And it's a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pink. And
wow.
I love it. It's the best.
Sick. All right. We're gonna post that on our Instagram story. Pros and Conquerors. Follow us at Pros and Conquerors, the bad boys of history. I don't know what our Instagram handle is yet. It's about.
Oh yeah, I gotta make it. Yeah, I don't know.
It's either going to be Pros and Conquerors or the bad boys of history. Guys, we've been putting these episodes in the can just to unload the clip on you. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Thank you for listening. I'm your host, James Jam Easy Cummins. Do you have any final words to say to these?
Nothing, man. Just fucking, this is the first time. Tear that fucking statue down. That one, at least.
I think it is down. I think it's down already. Or they moved it. Maybe they just moved it from the front entrance. They're like, let's put it in the back corner.
Probably got sent to Alberta. But Alberta's probably like, bring it here.
Watch Night of the Museum. Tell me what you think about Robin Williams. Did he steal jokes? Did he deserve to die? That's another episode for another
God damn.
No, I liked Robin Williams and everything, but after he died, a lot of comedians were like, that's karma. And I was like, what? Why is that karma? God. Apparently, he stole a lot of people's jokes.
He did, but like, god damn. Comedians take that shit so serious. To the point where they're like, the karma for stealing jokes is death. Come on. That's fucking ridiculous. Holy fuck.
All right,
man. Let's wrap it out.
Wrap it up. Yeah. Robin Williams, R.I.P. Teddy Roosevelt, R.I.P.
Where are we going next?
That's a story for another day. I don't want to say what's next because.
Are we going with the big guy? Are we going with the big guy?
Well, if he dies, we definitely have to. We might have to. That episode might end up getting released before this one, depending on how the order of things happen.
It might be a memorial episode. Oh no! In the arms of an angel. QAnon will be very upset.
Just Donald Trump.
We'll see. All right, man. Let's fucking wrap this out. We're
wrap it up.
At an hour this time.
Pros and Conquerors, the bad boys of history. Thanks for listening, guys. Comment. Let us know what you think. Tear them down. Build them up. We love you guys. Peace.
Damn, you love this audience already?